Hey everybody, welcome to, I guess this is episode 7 of Crimes, Killers, Cults,
and beer.
And thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms, at least on his side of the state.
Yeah, and literally right as we hit record, the rain really picked up. I mean, if it gets too bad, we'll take a rain break, but you know, I don't want to be like the Major League Baseball. Rain delay.
Fucking pussies.
Yeah.
Fucking pussies.
Want to power through
football
it.
players play in the snow.
Yeah. Well, they stop if there's lightning, which there is. There's all sorts of lightning. And I thought we were going to get a reprieve when I went outside a minute ago. I thought we were going to get a reprieve. It looked like it was kind of moving off, but nope. Nope, not today. Anyway,
so
that's Todd.
What are you drinking today, Bill? And that's Bill. And what are you drinking, Bill?
In honor of Mother Nature and her terrifying, intense power, everything. I'm drinking like an electrically charged drink, and it's made from electricity, mainly because the machines that make it are powered by electricity. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, it's a really good brew. It's called Bud Light.
Oh, Bud Light again for you. Today, I am drinking a interesting double IPA made by Cigar City Brewing over on your side of the state, Tampa.
I know where that is.
Called Florida Man.
It's right off of I-4, isn't it? In Lakeland.
Yeah. And Florida Man is, and I don't know, I can't read it now. And unpredictable varieties of hops used in nearly criminal volumes.
What's the alcohol content?
Combined to create a bold citrusy double India pale ale brewed to pay tribute to the world's worst superhero, Florida Man.
Florida Man.
It is 8.5% alcohol.
Whoa!
I'm on my second one, so we're gonna have fun.
So, I'm gonna start something else. I'm gonna be giving some shout outs here because we are getting traction. We are getting interaction on our Twitter page at CKC_beer. But we're getting interaction with other podcasts. So I'm going to give shout outs to the ones that have actually interacted with me. I'm not talking about the ones that just followed me or clicked like on a post or whatever, because there's a lot of that too, but the ones that have actually interacted with me.
Right on.
Excuse me. Wicked and Grim, they've been around for a while, and they're pretty popular podcast. They do pretty well. They're on their way. They just got a Twitter page, and I was listening to their podcast today, so I'm like, okay. So I got a little interaction going on with them. There's awesome. True Crime ICU. They've retweeted several of our episodes that we put up there. And then,
awesome, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Monsters of the Midwest. Those two ladies are they're friends of ours, and we may actually wind up doing something with them at some point. We've talked about it, but there's nothing planned. True Crime Files. Monsters of the Midwest has run our promos, and so is the True Crime Files. Then another podcast called Morbidly Intoxicated. And you know what? That's two young ladies from, I think they're in Arizona. And I'm just going to adopt them and call them our little sister podcast.
Hell yeah.
Because
I love that name.
Morbidly Intoxicated, that goes really well with Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer. Now, when I say little, I'm talking because of the fact that they're younger than us. I'm not talking about the fact that they're, as far as like the size of the podcast goes, they're our big sister because they've been at it a lot longer than we have. But I listened to some of their episodes. I listened to about 3 of their episodes today, and they're really good. They got a really good really good setup, a really good way of doing things. So I like them.
Cool.
I can see us doing something with them
Cheers.
sometime in the future as well. So once we release this episode, I'm gonna put their links in with the show notes and everything, and I'm gonna start doing that. We're gonna get the word out there somehow, and especially, like Wicked and Grim. I mean, they start interacting with us and everything. That's the biggest podcast so far that is, as far as like followers are concerned and everything, that is that has interacted with us. So we appreciate that. So we're gonna
absolutely.
So we're gonna do whatever we can to help them, and they'll do it too. That's what I'm finding. The true crime podcaster community is like a big family, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, right on.
So today on episode 7.
God, I can't believe it's episode 7 of this one already.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh,
it feels like we just started doing this. It's like, dude, we just did Michael Malloy like last week.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
can't believe we're up to 7 already. Holy
7.
crap!
Yeah, and we already know what 8 is going to be, but 8 is going to be another one like not a lot of people know about, so we ain't telling. Y'all gonna have to wait.
Yes.
You don't want somebody beating us to it.
Secret.
Yep. So the case that we're following today is the murder of Cassie-Jo Stoddart. She was murdered by 2 douchebags, Tori Adamczyk and Brian Draper. And this is actually one of my favorite types of cases to cover, because my favorite ones are the ones where the criminals are just total frickin' morons, and they thought that they were so smart and they're going to get away with it and everything. And the beauty of this one, if you're not familiar with it, is there's transcripts. They videotaped everything. So we're gonna.
I mean, not the actual murder.
No,
but
they didn't do the murder.
Their plans. They videotaped their plans for the murder.
Right.
Fucking morons.
There's no saying. There's no pleading innocent to that when you leave that much freaking evidence.
Oh yeah. But they were so smart.
Oh yeah, they were gonna go down in history. I mean, Ted Bundy.
I'm sure their parents thought they were nice guys, too. Oh, she's such a nice boy. We say that all the time, so I had to.
Adam Chick's mother thinks that he's an innocent, perfect little angel.
Well, yeah. We'll get into that later, but
yeah. So, this happened on September 22nd of 2006. Cassie-Jo was 16 years old, and so were the other players in this saga. This happened in Pocatello, Idaho, and our sponsors are mainly oddmurdersandmysteries.com. They did a hell of a job on it, and I just happened to stumble across it when I was looking for a source and everything, and they pretty much covered it. I mean, I'm probably going to be using them a lot moving forward.
Yes. Most of the things we are going to say are from Odd Murders and Mysteries from their page, because they just killed it.
Yeah, but if you're going to go there, just be warned, there's autopsy pictures. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see that, but there they were, because I'd never seen them, and I didn't want to see them, but there they were.
It's nothing too graphic. But
no, it's not. But it's just a thought.
It's there.
Yeah. So at least they didn't show her from the front.
Yeah. Well, they probably couldn't. That would have been illegal.
Right. That would have been child pornography. But still.
Anyway, moving on.
Cassie-Jo was a winner. She was a really responsible young lady. She was really popular. She was an artist. She had a boyfriend named Matt Beckham. And Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk, they were basically loners, losers. They were movie buffs, and they filmed everything. They brought video cameras to the school and they filmed them. And then, actually, the day the day of the murder, he films like during school. He walks up to Cassie-Jo. Hey, there's Cassie. Say hi, Cassie. And you could tell she's annoyed. But
yeah, she was did not want anything to do with that dude.
Nah. But these punks were obsessed with horror movies, and Tori, he was obsessed with the Columbine massacre. Those guys were his heroes or whatever, and
so sad.
They weren't these outcasts and loners. They were just dicks. I want to throw that out there too. I mean, the media was trying to portray the Columbine killers as they're outcasts and all that stuff. Nah, these guys were just dicks.
Dicks that were raised by video games, and they thought the worst thing that was going to happen to them was I'll get put in timeout for 15 minutes.
Yeah. So.
Sorry.
But they had, before they actually killed Cassie-Jo, they had actually had a hit list, and they had tried several times, but the victim was never alone in the house.
Or home.
Or home, yeah. But they had tried, and we'll get to that, but they decided they wanted to make a horror movie. And Cassie-Jo at one point had even said that she wanted to be in the horror movie, in their movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, sure, why not? You never know. I mean, look at the Blair Witch Project. You never know what could happen. Right? It could have turned into something.
They're teenagers too. Teenagers do that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're Spielberg. You got a video camera. You make a movie. Maybe something happens with it, like Blair Witch. Maybe not.
Right.
And then you move on.
This is where the transcripts come in. I mean, there's a lot here, and we're going to go through it. We're just going to, Todd's going to be Adam Chick, and I'm going to be Draper, and we're just going to go through the transcripts. And in some of these things, where they start arguing, do you remember in Dude, Where's My Car, where it's like they start arguing, then they start like fighting each other?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it reminded me of. Just the two douchebags, fighting but not fighting.
Yeah.
That's just what it reminded me of.
Now that you mention it, yeah, that's definitely what a lot of the shit that I've read through reminds me of. But
yeah. So here we go. I'm Brian Draper, and Todd is Tori Adam Chick. So
I'll do my best.
Yeah, this is unrehearsed. So this starts at September 21st, 2006 at 8:05 p.m. Adam Chick and Draper are in the car, and Adam Chick is driving, and Draper is filming from the passenger seat. And we start with Draper. Now, keep in mind, I'm Draper. We're going for a high death count.
Plus, we're not going to get caught, Brian. If we're going for guns, we're just going to end it. We're just going to grab the guns and get out of there and kill everybody and leave.
Yeah, we're going to make history. We're going to make history.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough, and you weren't smart enough. And we're going over to Jane Doe's house, and we're going to snoop around over there, but try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone, splat, she's dead.
Don't put your humor into this, Brian.
I'm not putting any humor into it. Yep, people will die and memories will fade.
Memories will fade. I wonder what movie you got that from, Brian.
Myself. That was from myself.
No wonder it was so lame.
And then this is where I had the picture of the Dude, Where's My Car? The fight but not fight.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on our way, and I'll let you stay tuned. We're almost there. This is fun. So Adam, Chick, and Draper are sitting in the car, and Draper's filming with the camera light on, and Draper, played by yours truly, we're at Jane Doe's house. It's clear out there in the pasture. We've already snooped around her house a couple of times, and she's not home. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go to that church over there, and we're gonna call a guy we know named Cassie and Matt. That's Matt Beckham, Cassie's boyfriend. They're our friends, but we all have to make sacrifices. So I feel tonight. Tonight is the night, and I'm feeling really weird and stuff. I feel like I want to kill somebody. I know that's normal, but what the hell?
I feel we need to break away from normal life.
How bright is this light?
Ugh. Sorry, I got caught reading. My bad.
Okay. How bright is...
Well, let's put it this way. Parents along with their parents, along with their parents, and so on.
It's like, what the... A lot of this is just like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
I don't even think they knew.
No, they're just sitting there running their damn mouths. Uh-huh.
Taught them about God, Jesus, that whole bullshit. I'm sure you guys believe in God as well. I realized when I was in 7th grade you don't believe in Santa Claus or vampires or werewolves. They're used to metaphor, not let. They teach their kids back in the 1800s. I learned in this English class about telling their kids that they can't go outside or a vampire will get you. Ooh, spooky, spooky. just to make their kids stay and do what they want to do. God is basically...
That's what God's for, right?
God is basically the same way.
Yep.
Trying to get people to do good or else so-called they're go to hell. Ooh.
And we're obviously going to hell if it's real, but who gives a shit?
And why would you say it's real?
Yeah, but it's not real. It's not real because it's so blatantly obvious that it's not real, but...
People believe it because their parents teach them. And it's so hard for them to let go of it because they've been taught their whole life.
Yeah, I know.
But fucking...
What?
Butt fucking? He just says butt fucking in the middle of a conversation. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, the point I'm making is we are also taught that things like killing people and other things is wrong. The only way it's wrong about... The only that it's wrong about is because it's breaking the law. And the law is only wrong...
And you know what? Right there, Draper should have said, breaking the law, breaking the law.
That's too bad I can't do a good Beavis or something, because that would have been perfect for this. But,
Yeah, we could have done it as Beavis and Butthead.
I can't do that. I just, whatever. Moving
No,
on.
Beavis will hurt your throat.
Yeah!
Natural selection, dude. Natural selection. That's all I gotta say.
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but...
Natural selection.
Hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're just gonna want it more.
Exactly. Goodbye, camera. Home. My friend's too pussy to go investigate. Turn here.
Too smart.
Why aren't you going there, dude?
'Cause it's faster this way.
Now we're going to go over to Cassie and Matt's house. And we're going to see if they're home. And we're going to...
It's Cassie's house. Matt is there.
Matt is there. Sorry, we're gonna guar. We're gonna guar. Knock. We're gonna guar. Leave guar. Leave guar out of this. Leave guar out of this.
What the fuck is that word? What the fuck even is that word? Hey, you know what's funny? I don't think it's a typo on this website. I think that's actually. I think it's they just couldn't figure out what the fuck he said, and that's the best they could come up with.
Guess we're gonna guar. Guess we're gonna guar.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Gower. Gower.
We're gonna guar. Knock on the door. We'll see who's there. We'll see. We'll see. See if their parents are home or not. And if they're home alone, then we'll leave our way and we'll come back in about 10 minutes. We'll sneak through the door because chances are they're probably in Cassie's room. So we'll sneak in the front door and we'll make a noise.
And Matt will come to investigate.
We'll kill him and we'll scare the shit out of Cassie, okay?
Sounds like fun.
Well, stay tuned. Okay.
Dude, they don't even know what they're talking about.
No. So and this is September 21st. This whole transcript happened within a span of 30 minutes.
Yes, and it's all the day before the murder.
Right until the next set. But we'll get to that after we do a little more, from the timeline.
Yes.
So. We found her victim and sad as it may be, she's our friend, but you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie, Stoddart, and her friends.
God, turn your brights off, asshole.
We'll let you. We'll find out if she has a friend over, and if she's going to be alone in a big dark house in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it. What does that even mean?
He's gonna be fucking horny thinking about, killing,
I just,
beautiful,
I watched,
sweet, innocent young girl.
I watched this YouTube documentary on this, and I've heard him say that like half a dozen times, and I still don't even understand what that means. I just,
oh God.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Hell yeah, so we're going to fucking kill her and her friends, and we're going to keep moving. I heard some news about Jane Doe, too, and she's going to be at home alone from 6 to 7, so we might drive over to Cass. So we might kill her and drive over to Cassie's thing and scare the shit out of them and kill them one by fucking one. Hell yeah.
Why one by one? Why can't it be a slaughterhouse?
You're killing me with that accent, dude.
Sorry, it's all I got. Forrest Gump's all I got.
No,
it's like Forrest Gump
okay.
and fucking the dude from Sling Blade. That's all I got, man.
It's good. No, but that's the point. We're ridiculing these fucks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having oh shit. 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 because we gotta keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
So yeah, it's gonna be extra fun.
You're evil.
Yes, I am. And so are you, dude. Evil. Evil. Peanuts are evil.
Fuck, I lost my place. No. Evil is an expression of God. My mama always said there was another test you failed.
Evil is not an expression of God.
Yes, it is.
That's some bullshit and you know it.
Evil is the origin. Evil of origin is a follower of fucking Satan.
There is no Satan.
Is Satan real? Then shut up. The fuck does that even mean? I'm sorry to keep breaking this up like this, but goddamn,
No,
dumb fucking shit.
No, what Draper says next is then how are we supposed to express ourselves? Well, why don't you put some thought into what you're saying? We're expressing ourselves by making fun of you two freaking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
So, Adam Chick says good and bad, Draper.
Good and
We're
bad.
because we're bad, you know it.
You know. We are bad. You ain't bad.
sounds-
You ain't nothing.
that sounds so shitty.
We're evil. That sounds even shittier.
Hey, we're not okay. We are sick psychopaths who get their pleasure off of killing other people.
That sounds pretty good, baby. What?
We're gonna go
Wait.
down in history.
What just happened there?
Yeah, he just called him baby. Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Sorry, my brain just seized up for a second. Go ahead, carry on.
We're gonna be murderers like, let's see, Ted Bundy and the Hillside Strangler.
Nah.
The Zodiac Killer. God, now I sound like Shark Puppet.
Those people are more amateurs compared to what we are getting ready to be. We're going to be more of higher sources of whatever the fuck that says.
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. Okay.
Gein.
Ed Gein. What, you choke him out or something?
Well,
Stuff your
let's
dick in
say
his mouth and shut him up? What the hell?
well, let's say we're that sick and that twisted.
Hold on, where'd you go? You skipped on me. Oh, there it is. Okay, fuck. I keep losing my place, dude, because I'm scrolling on my tablet.
Oh.
Anyway, okay, last one. Oh, you know what Ed Gein's words were?
What?
He saw a girl walking down the street, right?
Yeah.
Two questions came to his head. I could take her out and have a nice time with her.
Then kill her, skin her alive?
Charm the pants off her, or I wonder what her head would look like on a stick.
Holy shit.
That's creepy, huh? Mm-hmm.
Kick ass. Murder is power. Murder is freedom. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, fuck my life. This is too much fun doing this, dude. And I keep changing voices all the way through. That was Doc
I
Holliday
do too.
right there at the end.
I
just did Doc Holliday.
I started off sounding like Butthead. Now I sound like fucking Shark Puppet.
Oh, fuck you.
But
God,
okay,
that's the empty beer.
now there's this. They're talking about okay. Oh, first of all, there were two Hillside Stranglers,
Yes.
and he's like, okay, we murderers like Ted Bundy, the Hillside Strangler, Zodiac Killer, and all he does, I mean, they're just naming off three of the heaviest hitters that there are.
Yeah.
And they don't even know. And then they're confused on, it's like, okay, well, Ted Bundy is an amateur compared to what they're going to be. Well, at this point, they haven't even registered one freaking murder yet.
They haven't been
And they're
anything
saying,
yet.
and Bundy killed 36 people, maybe more.
Yeah, probably
And-
more.
Yeah, but then they say, no, we're going to be better than them. We're going to be more like Ed Gein. Ed Gein killed 2 people.
Yeah, and turned them into chili.
Right.
And served at a chili cook-off.
And table lamps. And table lamps.
Yes. Well, their skin was table lamps and other things, but their meat.
But the only thing, oh yeah, but the thing about Ed, where he's talking about Ed Gein's words, saw a girl walking down the street and I could take her out and have a nice time with her, or then kill her. That's Ed Kemper.
Yeah, well, these people are idiots, so
he's got the wrong freaking Ed, but still, Ed Kemper is a freaking amateur compared to what they're going to. If Ted Bundy's an amateur, then Ed Kemper's big time amateur because Ed Kemper only had 10 kills.
Yeah.
But so they don't even know a damn thing. It's like, oh God.
I don't know nothing, dude. They're 16-year-old kids in 2006, dude. The internet's not even a really huge thing yet. You know what I mean? Like, dude, in 2006, what was there?
Yeah,
MySpace? There wasn't even Facebook or nothing yet. You know what I mean?
But just read a freaking message board. Read a freaking message board. I mean, there were message boards about true crime back then.
But you know what I'm saying, though, dude. You know what I mean? YouTube wasn't YouTube. I think YouTube was around, but it isn't what it is now. I mean, dude, there's
right.
It was. I mean, 2006, even though it's not that long ago, was a completely different time. I mean, how much things have changed since then?
Right.
And we as older gentlemen kind of forget that sometimes.
True. So on September 22nd of 2006, Cassie-Jo is house sitting for her aunt and uncle, Allison and Frank Contreras. She invited her boyfriend over to hang out with her. And some sources say that Matt invited Tori and Brian over. But I think they just showed up. I mean, he's alone in his house with his girlfriend. He's not going to invite his two douchebag friends over.
But no, I totally agree with you that he would not invite two douchebags over when he's got a perfect chance to be alone with his fucking hot-ass girlfriend.
Right, exactly. So they show up, and they show up and they say that they thought that they were having a party. So it's like, okay, so Matt might have mentioned that he's going to be staying. He's going to be over there with Cassie. So that's how they. Yeah, that's how they did it. But they showed up and they used the excuse that they thought it was a party, and they were watching Kill Bill 2 with Matt and Cassie, and Brian, on a bathroom break, he scopes out the house and he goes down and he unlocks the basement door. So this is the day of the murder. Yeah, they're sitting in the school library with the camera facing them, and this is after they had, annoyed Cassie-Jo with the "Hey, say hi for the camera, Cassie." Yeah. So we're gonna go through the transcript. So, all right, cool.
I was planning to kill him.
September 22nd, 2006, man. We're skipping our 4th hour class. And we're writing our plan right now for tonight. It's gonna be cool.
Tori and Brian, we're making our death list right now. For actually tonight.
She's watching us.
Unintelligible.
She's still watching us.
Mumbles unintelligible.
Number 2 is what?
I'm trying to make myself less visible. Third, unintelligible.
Yeah, if you're watching this, we're probably deceased. Hopefully this will go smoothly and we can get our first kill done and then keep going.
For you future serial killers watching this type, I don't know what to say.
It's
good luck with that.
Good luck.
Hopefully you don't have like 8 or 9 failures like we have.
Yeah, we probably tried maybe 10 times, but they've never been home alone, so.
Oh, and they have. Their parents show up. Mm-hmm.
As long as you're patient, and we were patient. Now it's getting paid off because our victim's home alone, and we got our whole plan worked out now. So I'm sorry, Cassie's family, but she had to be the one. We got to stick to the plan. She's perfect, so she's going to die. We're
We're in his car. The time is 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. Unfortunately, we have the grueling task of killing our two friends, and they're running that house right down the street.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour, but... ...
We checked out the whole house, and we know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back door. It's all unlocked now, and we just gotta wait. And we're really nervous right now, but we're ready.
We're listening to the greatest rock band ever.
We've waited for this a long time.
Pink Floyd. Before we commit the ultimate crime of murder.
We've waited for this for a long time.
A long time.
Well, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And I wonder what Pink Floyd song they were listening to. I mean, when I listen to Pink Floyd, it doesn't make me want to kill anybody.
Young Lust.
I was just going to say that.
It's the only one I can think of.
But that's more the video than it is the song lyric. No, we're going to send you back to mother in a... Oh, that's Run Like Hell. Yeah. That's Run Like Hell, not Young Love.
That could have been that one, too. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, they were listening to The Wall.
Which, 16-year-old kids in 2006 listening to The Wall is that's really odd.
Kind of impressive.
I mean,
it's kind of impressive, but consider the source. I mean, I'm sure that David Gilmour and Roger Waters and Pink Floyd didn't want these two douchebags naming them in their case. And
I'm sure, but I just find it hard to believe that two fucking 16-year-old kids in 2006 were listening to Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
there was.
I mean, they broke up before those punks were even born.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so either their parents were into Pink Floyd, or one of their parents was into Pink Floyd and got them into it. I mean, that's
probably what happened.
Because they would have never found that shit on their own, because there was so much other garbage going on in the early 2000s that they would have been into.
Oh yeah, I hate everything about you. That garbage song.
I don't even want to talk about the early 2000s as far as music went.
Come up with an original song title. Don't rip off Ugly Kid Joe.
But at least they didn't rip it off any other way.
Right.
I mean, it was completely different, but yeah.
I mean, I have a song called "I'm the Bad Guy," and I didn't rip off Billie Eilish. So
yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I know you did. I know you did. I know you. You secretly in love with Billie Eilish, and you totally ripped her off just to get her attention.
Yeah, she's too creepy.
She's too creepy. That's exactly why I like her.
Deep creepy. Depressing and creepy combined. Depreepy.
Yeah, deep creepy. Yeah, that's exactly why I like her.
So they go back in through the basement door, and they used the circuit breaker box, and they turned off the lights in the house. And they're hoping that Matt would come down and investigate. And he didn't. Yeah, it's not the frickin' movies.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
if I'm sitting there,
I'll be right back.
House, let me go check that out. Hello, is anybody there?
Somebody down here. Who threw the ashtrays on the stairs? There's got to be somebody down here. Hello?
Yeah. Land shark.
Land shark. Oh, I hope
I'm only a dolphin, man.
I hope somebody gets that.
Somebody will. I'm only a dolphin, ma'am.
I'm only a dolphin, ma'am.
So... But no, I mean it's not that. I mean, even me, if I hear some loud freaking clanging and stuff like that, I mean, I might go investigate, but I'm taking a shotgun with me.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, dude. If I hear some noise like that, my 45 is leading the way.
Yep. And this is Florida. You stand your ground law.
Yes, that means I
You
can
break in-
kill you for being in my house.
Exactly.
And I don't even have to throw. I don't even have to throw a plant gun on you. I don't even have to have that anymore. I can just kill you because you're in my house.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
How fucking cool is that?
That's really cool.
Because
I'm
now I don't
proud
have. Now I don't
be
have to
a
go out.
Floridian.
Because now I don't have to go out and get a fucking throwaway gun to fucking plant on you when I kill you in my house.
So, but Cassie-Jo is freaked out, and Matt calls his mom and asking if he could stay there because the power going on and off, and Cassie being freaked out, and mom's just like, yeah, no.
But she could come here.
Yeah, but I don't fault the mother for that.
No, I don't either.
At all. Yeah, it's just like she's like, oh yeah, oh you sneaky little bastard, you want to you want to stay the night over there alone? Yeah, I ain't ready to be a grandmother yet. But she made the offer. But this just shows how responsible Cassie is. She's like, no, I told my aunt and uncle that I would watch the house and dogs, and that's what I'm going to do.
And she had to let the dogs out like really early in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, and watch the house. I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, it's like this girl had her head on straight.
She did. It's too bad a couple chuckle fucks decided to.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So Matt's mom comes and picks up Matt, and at one point, Matt called Tori while he was down in the basement, asking if they could meet up later. And Tori whispers, "I'm in a movie."
Yeah, why are you whispering? Because I'm in a movie.
Yeah. So
little did they know that they could check the
right
cell
down
phone
freaking
records.
stairs.
Yeah, they could check the cell phone records and see that you were in the fucking house when you made that call.
Yeah, that whole urban legend about the call came from inside the house. That came out before cell phones.
From inside the house. Yeah, I know.
That came before cell phones.
But how do you dial? You can't dial your own number from inside the house, though.
No, you get
remember that?
You get a busy
because
signal.
you just get a busy signal. But yeah, you couldn't.
Right.
A phone couldn't be answered if I called my own number and thinking the phone in the other bedroom would ring. It would just be a busy signal. So how did that would even work?
Yeah, that's kind of foreshadowing.
And we're digressing again.
Yeah, we are. So, they start breaking things in the basement after Matt left. After Matt left, Tori and Brian started breaking things in the basement. They're still hoping that Cassie-Jo would come down and investigate, but she stayed right on the couch, and I don't blame her. And
dude, they were in
her
the
dog,
basement. She probably didn't hear him smash the ashtrays on the stairs. Dude,
oh, she heard it. She heard it. So the dogs are freaking out. Maybe she didn't hear it, but the dog sure as hell did.
Well, she should have let the dog. She should have let the dogs out.
Yeah, she should have let them downstairs. Well, that doesn't
Chopper,
say what kind of dogs
sick
they were.
Balls.
Now, if something like that with. Now I'm digressing again. The other night, my fiance was telling me that that they had put in a new light outside that was brighter. So I look outside just to kind of see, and there's a car parked out in front of our street, right in front of our house. It's just sitting there, and it's running because we can see exhaust coming, and the lights are on, and there's somebody in the car, but we can't really see what they're doing. So we go there with, the first thing I did was we tried yelling at them. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. So it was like, okay, are they scoping the fucking place out? So the first thing we did, we let our two pit bulls out, and they both ran right to the fence and started barking like going crazy. Still nothing. So we come out with a shotgun, and we walk up to the car, and there's this. I thought the guy was dead. But it was just some old dude. He was drunk as hell, and he had just passed out in his car.
I just put it in park and left it running right in front of your house.
No, he didn't. He didn't even put it in park. When the police came, they said that his foot was on the brake and the car was in drive.
Oh Jesus!
But he was. I mean, I thought he was dead, but he wasn't. So we called 911. The ambulance comes out, and all of a sudden, we were on the porch. All of a sudden, we see the ambulance. They come out with the stretcher, and then about 2 or 3 minutes later, they put the stretcher back in the ambulance, and the ambulance takes off. It's like, oh shit, this guy's going to jail.
Yeah, no need for us anymore.
Nope, guy's alive. He's just schnockered. But
anyway.
Yeah, but my point of all that was we sent the dogs out there.
Yes,
but,
you let the dogs out.
I did. I let the dogs out. But the point of all that was like, just we don't know what kind of dogs they had in that house. They might have been Chihuahuas.
Dude, have you ever seen an angry Chihuahua?
Yeah, but you can step on them.
Dude, those fuckers are quick, dude. If they're not too old, the Chihuahuas are quick. They're hard to step on, dude.
You tried?
Trust me. If they're angry, dude, you try to step on them, dude, they'll bite your fucking shoe.
True.
Might even pull your shoe off your fucking foot, dude. And don't be wearing flip flops.
Well, maybe it was a Cocker Spaniel. Maybe it was a Cocker Spaniel. Maybe they had Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, who knows? I don't know. Did it even say in the article what kind of dog she had? It just said
not that
dogs. Like one of the dogs was like angry and running back and forth. Like, dude, if somebody like if a dog is angry and going back and forth, well, yeah, you're right.
A Chihuahua would do that. But you lunge at them and they haul ass.
But see, the thing though, it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog, man.
Oh, true.
I mean, dude, I used to have this little Yorkshire Terrier that would like terrorize fucking Rottweiler that used to live around the corner.
Well, big dogs kind of tolerate little dogs. But
I know, anyway. But this Rottweiler came walking around on the sidewalk, and my little Yorkie Chucky was outside, dude. He fucking charged that dog, just and that fucking Roddy just stopped, looked.
But our dogs ran right
Chucky
out
got
to the
right up onto him, dude. Chucky was right in his fucking face, like get the fuck out, basically told him to get the fuck out of my yard. And this dog was like, this big Roddy was like, are you fucking kidding me, little man? I could bite you in half right now.
But our dogs, they ran right out to the freaking gate, both right to the fence. And our road it's a 2-lane road, but it's the road in freaking Pet Cemetery. Just people haul ass down that road and everything. So it's just like, okay, this guy's just sitting there. What if some other drunk fuck comes barreling down the road and everything? All of a sudden, bam! Amy took some videos of it. I'll have to get her to tag you in them so that you can see the videos. She took videos of everything that happened.
Oh, right on.
So I'll have to tag you in that. And hell, we might even put them up on our social media just because we were talking about it on the show.
Right. Anyway, we've digressed a lot now. I don't even remember where we were.
I do. So these two douchebags, they stomped up the stairs and, just like making as much noise as they can. They're beating on the walls. And they came in and Cassie-Jo jumps up and she starts screaming at him. It's like, I'll kick your ass. Who the hell are you?
Yeah. Kick your fucking ass.
Yeah, and they both attack her, and she's stabbed a total of 27 times.
Oh, I thought it was 30 something times.
I have 27 here.
I thought it was 31. I saw 31.
Quite a few times.
Yeah, basically too many times, and
too many times.
12 of them were
like 15.
Fatal.
Yeah, 12 of them were fatal. So they kill her, and they leave, and we're going back to the transcript now for the last one. And this one's short.
Well, yeah, there's last one.
Yeah, and this is as they're driving away from Cassie-Jo's house. So, once again, I'm Draper.
Hey, I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke.
Oh, shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear too. I just killed Cassie.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. That felt like it wasn't even real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
It's okay. It's okay, okay? We'll just buy movie tickets now.
Okay. No.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, Jesus. What a bunch of
But
fucking dumb fucks.
Yeah, but in the transcript there, it's like when you said it's like, okay, shut the fuck up, we got to get our act straight. I mean, his douchebaggery demeanor went away, and that was authority. It's just like, all right, shut the fuck up, we got to get our act straight.
Yeah, dude. He went like, okay, we've actually fucking done this now. Now we need to get our story straight because he knew they were going to get caught.
He took charge.
Dude. Yeah, but he knew they were going to get caught.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Dude, no, seriously, dude. He knew they were going to get caught. Because they were the only ones there, and there was a ton of people that knew they were fucking there.
Right.
You know? I mean, dude, her boyfriend, Matt, knew they were there. I mean, dude, the cops went straight I know you're going to get to this in a minute, but the cops went straight to them as first suspect.
They went to Matt first, but we'll get to that.
But I mean,
so the next day, Saturday, September 23rd, 2006, Matt had called Cassie multiple times, and of course, there's no answer. Anna Stoddart, Cassie's mother, also called repeatedly. That night, frickin' Matt actually crashed over at Tori's house.
I know, how fucking fucked up is that?
Yeah, it doesn't get much more fucked up than that. So he asked Tori to drive him over to Cassie-Jo's aunt's house to check on her, but he's like, I ain't got your gas.
I got enough gas.
Yeah, what the...
Dude,
hey,
Matt,
fucking balls on this guy, man.
Ass, grass, or gas, man. Nobody rides for free.
They're not hippies.
No, that rule still applies. You don't have to be a hippie for that.
Yeah, okay.
It's ass, gas, or grass, dude. Nobody rides for free.
Now, I have a question. You know, the Cassie-Jo is found when the aunt and uncle and cousin get home on Sunday, the next day. Why didn't Cassie-Jo's mom take a ride over there? You know, it doesn't matter if she was already dead. If the fact that she took a whether that would make no difference. She was already dead, but still, it's just like you would think that she would have gone over there. You know?
Yeah.
After calling repeatedly and not being able to get.
Yeah, and why didn't Matt go back there? I mean, he tried, but
well, Matt didn't have a car.
He asked the wrong person.
Right. If he had said, if he had called up Cassie-Jo's mom and said, "Hey, let's go over there," she probably would have. But like I said,
they would have just. I mean, she was dead no matter what, dude. But they would have just found her sooner, and they would have found these two fucks sooner. These two fucking douche canoes.
But the next day, the aunt and uncle get home from their trip, and her 13-year-old cousin is the first one inside, and she finds Cassie in a pool of blood, and she screams. And
I know,
you know,
God, that's so bad.
They come, yeah. And what about the dogs? I mean, the dogs knew the dogs were living in, you know, like for 2 days with that. I mean, dogs are smart. They know, you know, they knew something was wrong with Cassie-Jo.
Yeah.
the
dogs
are
probably sat there by her.
Flipping out.
They probably sat there by her.
Right. And they were probably like whimpering the whole time.
It's going to have to be a long time before a dog will eat your dead body, because they'll sit there and guard you until they either starve to death or get so hungry they're like, fuck it, I'm eating you, and I'm getting out of here.
I mean, in fact, there was probably a lot of blood that on her that had been licked off because the dogs. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah,
I mean,
they tried to like clean her and get her healthy, like fix her, because that's what dogs do. You're right.
Dogs will do that. Yeah. So I'm a puppy dog lover, and I feel for the dogs. I feel for everybody in this. Yeah. And the family. I feel for Matt and everything. And Matt was the first suspect. He found out that Cassie-Jo was dead when Cassie-Jo's mother called him, screaming at him, asking, "What the fuck did you do to my daughter?"
Really? Because I don't remember it going down like that, but I can believe it. I totally believe that. I don't remember it going down like that, but not from what I read. Like just say not from what I read. I mean, we probably read different shit, but
yeah, I read several different sources, but the main one.
Well, I mean, of course, because that's who you're going to go to first,
right? But he's brought in for questioning, and people presume that he was the one that did it. And there's still people that think that he was involved because he was emotionless when he was being questioned. That's called being in shock.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, leave the guy alone. He didn't do it.
And you know what? I mean, they've. Never mind. We haven't got there yet.
After talking to Matt, he mentioned that Brian and Tori had been there, and so then they were brought in for questioning. And Brian Draper actually started crying before the questioning even started.
Yeah.
So he went with the movie alibi. Like, we went and saw a movie. But they're like, okay, well, what movie did you go see? And he says, Pulse. And
what was it about?
Yeah, but he didn't. What was it about? Who was in it?
Well, they didn't even ask him that yet. At first, they waited.
Yeah, but they're like,
those fucking cop interrogators are fucking tricky some bitches.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why you crying?
Sissy boy.
He went with the movie alibi, and he said they're like, okay, well, what movie did you see? Pulse. And what's it about? Oh no.
I don't know.
What? Who's in it? I don't know.
Fucking morons. If you're going to use that as your alibi, you should at least seen it once.
But the thing is Adam Chick, had the same thing. I mean, it's just like, if I'm Adam Chick, when I find out that Draper got pulled in for questioning, I'm going to see that fucking movie.
All right.
So the detectives, they said, because Adam Chick didn't get brought in until like the next day.
Yeah.
Or
they
maybe
went
a day
Draper
or two later.
First. Yeah, because he was obviously the brains of the operation.
He should have gone and seen that. He should have driven to another fucking town where nobody knew him, seen that movie, and paid cash for it.
Yeah.
And then come back. But anyway, I'm glad they're idiots.
Here's the thing too. That I don't know if the cops said this or not in an interview. I don't remember, but it's like, oh, you went and saw the movie. Where's your ticket stub?
Well, they did produce the ticket stub, but they didn't remember anything about the movie.
Oh, that's right, because they went and bought tickets and just tore them in half themselves.
They went and bought tickets, and it's even in the transcript. Okay, let's go buy tickets now.
Yes. Yeah, they did. But that was too late then.
Right. Because the screening that they had bought tickets for, when they bought tickets, the movie had already been started for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, though. That when they left the house, I mean, they should have timed this better. It's like, all right,
Right.
the movie starts in like 10 minutes or 30 minutes. We need to leave now.
Well, you
Go
know what
buy
you
the
do. You know what you
tickets.
do. You buy previous tickets. You buy your tickets for that showing like earlier in the day. You go do what you need to do, and then you just make sure that you're at the movie theater in time to see the movie when the movie starts. That's what you do. That's how you stick you stick to the alibi that you came up with.
Yeah, but I mean, I know. No, I agree. But they both said they went and saw a movie that neither one of them knew anything about.
Right.
It's like,
Well,
damn, dude,
if
really?
If a movie's going to be part of your alibi, then you need to know what the fuck the
You
movie is
need to
about.
see
Now,
the
Pulse,
movie.
I don't even remember. I remember there was a movie called Pulse. I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it, but it was probably it sounds like it would have been a science fiction film.
Is that the one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have
I'm about to find out.
no idea.
Though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, while you're finding out, then
While I'm finding out, you
right. So the detectives told Brian that they didn't believe that they were at the movies. And then Brian's like, "Okay, fine. We weren't at the movies. We were breaking into cars,
Oh yeah, sure you were.
and we didn't want to get we didn't want to go to jail because we're breaking into people's cars. We didn't go to Cassie-Jo's house." But then the detectives are like, "You know what? There were no reports of cars being broken into that night." Oh, God, these guys, these idiots. These criminal masterminds that were going to freaking make history.
Right.
They were going to make Ted Bundy look like an amateur.
Well, no, it's not the one I was thinking it was. It had Kristen Bell in it.
Well, brief synopsis. What's it about?
Oh shit! Hold on, let me get IMDb.
In case any future serial killers are listening to this podcast and might need to know what the movie's about for an alibi. Like future serial killers. Like okay, what do you got to do? Upload their videos to freaking YouTube, and they're just gonna stay up there. And future serial killers will be like,
right.
"I want to be a serial killer."
The movie
I'm gonna
Pulse
see what
from
these. I'm
2006.
gonna see what. Hold on. I'm like ragging. I'm ragging on these pukes.
I got you.
So they want to just. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna watch what these two masterminds did.
Yeah.
And learn from them. So that. Oh, God. Go fuck yourself.
Well,
dude.
yeah, if you're going to learn from these fucks, learn to go watch the movie that you're going to use as your fucking alibi.
Yeah. And
now, granted,
well, we'll get to that.
back in 2006.
And learn how to start a fire.
There wasn't.
And learn how to start a fire.
Yeah, no shit. Now, granted, in 2006, I mean, this movie had just come out, so there probably wasn't a whole lot of information about it on the internet as it was at the time.
Right.
But here in...
But they could have just gone and seen it.
Yeah. Here in 2022, I can look it up on my tablet here and go to IMDb and go, when their computer hacker friend accidentally channels a mysterious wireless signal, a group of coeds rally to stop a terrifying evil from taking over the world.
A terrifying what?
A terrifying evil.
Oh, I thought you said eel.
Evil.
I thought you said eel.
No, not eel. Evil.
It's like, oh, okay, so it's like one of those Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus movies.
Yeah.
A terrifying eel.
And apparently they made 3 of them.
Really?
According to IMDb, yes, there's 3 of them.
I don't know.
So, so it's obviously
like
a low-budget movie to begin with that somehow made it into a theater, and then they made 2 more.
Well, they made
lower
like
budget.
they made like 12.
Fucking.
They made like
of it.
they made like 12 Sharknado movies.
No, there was only 5.
I know, but still, they.
It should have stopped at 1. I agree.
Yeah. So.
Dude, the first Pulse had Christina Milian in it.
The first Pulse?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Christina Milian, dude. Look her up. She's hot.
Okay.
But it had
Well,
Kristen
we'll
Bell.
get
It
through
had
this
Kristen
episode, then I'll
Bell. It had Rick Gonzalez from The Flash. And Christina Milian, dude. It had some actors in it. So it was probably like a medium budget movie.
No, the first one might not have been a bad movie.
I know. It's
Although
like,
these
dude,
two
now I want to watch it.
Yeah, me too. But these two idiots don't know it because they didn't see it.
Right. But dude, now I want to watch it.
So Brian's parents give the cops permission to search his bedroom. And they found a knife sheath under the bed, but with no knife.
No
he
knife.
said that the knife was at a friend's house, and he didn't know where the knife was.
Yeah, he said, "Well, the sheath belongs to a friend of mine, and I think the friend has the knife. I don't know." Blah blah blah.
Well, that's just it. They, we'll get to that. I mean, the knife without a sheet comes up shortly. So later, he admitted that he went to, he unlocked the basement door, but they're just like, well, they just wanted to scare Cassie. Oh, that registered. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Loud thunder, and it registered on my board over here too.
Really?
So
No, I didn't hear it at all.
I ain't cutting it out.
Let it happen.
If we were in opposite situations, then you would have definitely heard it. It would have blasted your eardrums.
Right.
So he says they just wanted to scare Cassie-Jo. He said, but Tori was ahead of him. He just walked up to Cassie-Jo and stabbed her. And
he thought he was pranking him.
Say that again?
He said he thought that he was being like pranked, like they were playing a game, like it was a joke.
Right.
He didn't think it was really happening.
He said that he wonders what it was going on because it was supposed to be just a joke. He said it was all Tori, and he said at first he says that he didn't touch her at all.
Yeah.
So
31 stabbings. I don't think so.
Yeah. Right. So Brian told detectives that they tried to dispose of the evidence, and he showed them where it was. It was in a canyon somewhere in Idaho. I didn't write down the name of the
Black Rock,
canyon.
I think it was.
Okay. You did. So they went there, and they found They found stick matches. I'm going to go through a little itinerary, a little inventory list here. They found stick matches on the ground.
Twice.
They found boot. Huh?
They found stick matches twice, if you read the whole thing.
Right. They found boots. They found rubber gloves. They found peroxide to start a fire. Peroxide isn't flammable.
But they found a melted peroxide bottle.
Oh. Okay.
They probably used that to wash the blood off their hands.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, dude, you know what? They stabbed that girl 31 times, dude. They cut themselves, too. So they probably used that to, just clean the blood off of their hands.
Right. Peroxide is
wounds.
good for removing blood. It bubbles up and everything, so. But they found the mask. They found a knife in a sheath, and they found another knife with no sheath. I know where the sheath is. I'm pretty sure that the sheath that they found in Draper's bedroom will fit that knife.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So they found a dagger with a sheath. And they found Sony videotape that was not burned. And they found the masks. And Tori's DNA was on one of the masks. And one of the gloves has Cassie's DNA on them. I mean, God, learn how to start a fire. I mean, the videotape, if you got a good fire going, the videotape is going to be gone.
Yes.
Same thing with the masks. Same thing with the mask. Same thing with the gloves, and all that stuff.
Not the knives.
Freaking
though.
Ridiculous.
Not the knives.
Yeah, not the knives. They should have just taken the knives and thrown them into the a mountain stream or something.
Right. Yeah, there's got to be rivers at Pocatello. Even though they're going to digress again for the second, but Pocatello, Idaho, is the highest point in the United States.
I know it is. I've been there.
So if the flood ever comes, run to Pocatello.
I've been. A lot of people think that when they hear like the Denver Broncos stadium, it's like Mile High Stadium, and they just obviously, they automatically just assume if they don't know any better. And I'm not knocking people because I thought the same thing. I was just just assume that that's the highest point in the United States, but it's not. I mean, that section of Idaho where the Continental Divide is about 2 miles high, or no, a little less than 2 miles high. 2 miles.
Pocatello is the highest city in the United States.
I know, and I didn't find out. I didn't find out about the fact that Mile High wasn't the highest point.
Yeah,
because the Broncos kind of make you want to think that it is.
Yeah, well,
but it's
for all of us that live at sea level, a mile high is fucking up there.
Yeah,
but Pocatello is higher than that.
Almost double.
So so when the Great Flood comes or whatever happens, that you're supposed to, that you were supposed to believe the apocalypse, whatever. Everybody run to Pocatello. You'll be safe there.
Yep. So yeah, there were plenty of like creeks and streams and stuff where they could have just put them in there and they would have just been washed away, never to be seen again.
Or they could have just bleached the fuck out of them and hit them somewhere else.
Right. I mean, they could have just.
I mean, dude, like seriously, did they really think that the fire was going to destroy the knives?
Apparently they did.
Dude, do you know how much heat it takes to make? I mean, dude, and they bought these knives at a pawn shop, so they're probably not even real fucking knives. They're probably like stainless steel or fucking aluminum or something.
Right. Anyway, Draper was obviously arrested after taking the cops to their pathetic burn site, but he still swore he never touched Cassie-Jo. It was all Tory.
Yeah, of course it was.
He talked, but he didn't request a lawyer, and he talked without his parents present too. He said that Tory was crazy and out of control, and like threatening him. Oh, you better kill her too. You better stab her too. So the cops was like, did you just give her one little stab, maybe, so Tory wouldn't, want to kill you? And he's like, yeah. I stabbed her 4 times in the leg and once in the chest. He said, he says Tory was screaming. It's like, you need to stab her. So he just did 4 little stabs, little baby stabs. And the interview ends when Brian asks for his parents. I need a breather. I'm not losing it. I'm just getting tired of talking.
Oh, I understand.
Been a lot of dialogue in this one.
Well, yeah, because we read the transcripts. I mean, we could have left the transcripts out and been done by now.
Yeah. No, the transcript's what's going to make this
But
episode.
That's what's fun. Yeah, exactly. That was the fun part.
Right.
That was the fun part. The rest of it is the not so fun part.
I'm not losing my shit like I was with BTK.
Oh, I know, brother. I know. I can tell. I can tell you're not, dude. I can tell this is different. It's just, it's like, take a break. Just take a break. I don't care.
Okay. So, Tory then is arrested, and he immediately requested a lawyer. So, Brian and Tory are both charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder, and they're tried individually, and that's good for a prosecution in case of a mistrial.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to try them together. So they've had multiple appeals, and they're all denied.
Good.
And they're both, yeah, good. And they're both in the Idaho State Correctional Institution. But Tori's parents are freaking enablers of the worst kind. Yeah, it's like I put them up there with Luca Magnotta's mother. You know, I mean, there's video of them coaching Tori on what to say. Like, oh, you did nothing wrong. You're innocent. It was all Brian. And they're saying that, and you can actually see at times that Tori's just like looking there and like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, but he ultimately bought into it. And he's like, yeah. Oh, and we'll get to that in a minute. His mother even wrote a book about it, and I hope nobody bought that piece of shit.
Right. So nothing against his mom. It's him that we're pissed at. But dude, if she's enabling him, if she's, when there is absolute fucking proof that he did this shit, to still sit there and go, it wasn't him.
But the thing is like their whole thing is like on the video, it's Brian that says, I killed her. He didn't say, we killed her. It's like Brian was fucking amped with adrenaline when that happened. You know, and I don't think about this as me saying I was like, oh, you know, like trying to justify anything Brian did, because I'm not. But that's why he didn't say we did, because he just fucking killed somebody, and he's just like, oh my God. Yeah, I killed her.
I stabbed her in the throat. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like they're not. You know, they had just fucking killed somebody.
But I mean, if you're just gonna go by that, then okay, I stabbed her in the throat and she died. Then what happened? Then what are the other 30 fucking stab wounds on her body?
Right, because there were two different knives. One was serrated. One was a straight edge blade. So are they just? Was Tori just sitting there with two knives in his hand going boom, 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 boom? No, they weren't. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Brian had one knife. Tori had the other one.
Yes.
And there, you know, if you average it out, there was a pretty close number. I don't have the exact numbers here, but there was a pretty, let's say it was 30. It was probably like 16 of one knife and 14 of the other knife. So it was a pretty even.
Yeah, they both.
It was a pretty even distribution of stab wounds.
They just attacked this poor girl because they decided that she needed to die.
Yeah, they thought they were going to be like world famous fucking serial killers.
Yeah, they thought they were going to get away with it, but you know what, dude? Don't videotape yourselves talking about it if you want to get the fuck away with it.
And
God, dude,
learn how to build a fire.
Stupid. Yeah, learn how to build a fire, for fuck's sake. And dude, and don't think that a little tiny fire is gonna melt your knives. Dude, you know it takes over 2,000 degrees to get. But they didn't even.
There was. I mean, the videotapes had just a little bit of burn damage on them, but they were able to be put that together like relatively easy. I mean, I could have done it.
Well, yeah, dude. Anybody could have done it because it wasn't that
right.
It wasn't badly damaged because, like you said, they didn't know how to fucking start a fire.
Yeah, fucking criminal mastermind. I mean, you've got some of these serial killers out there that where
brilliant.
They actually, you know, start a raging fire and, you know, are actually able to freaking, you know, like come close to completely burning a body. Yeah, but these idiots couldn't even burn plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You know how much? You know what, dude? It takes, what is it? It's like 1,000 degrees to totally turn a body to ash or something. That's how much heat you have to have.
Something like that. Yeah.
Do you know what that takes? That's not your average campfire.
No.
That's a raging fucking forge temperature, like forging steel gas, like natural gas fire. But wood burning by itself is not enough to get rid of a human body. Or melt a knife, or do a whole lot of other things, because I mean, like, dude, to make steel fucking even malleable, it has to be at like 1,500 degrees plus. Like,
Unless
if
you
you're
have, like, an
forging a
aluminum
knife, dude,
It would-
dude, you can't do that with just a straight wood fire. I mean, you have to have a bellows to fucking make it hotter.
Right.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know how to forge. So yeah.
Well, if aluminum knife would have melted, but
Actually, it's
not on the piece of shit fire that they built.
no, not dude, not even. No. I mean, dude, I don't know what the knives they had were made from. I seen pictures of them, and they looked like they were probably stainless steel.
Right.
From what
Well,
I've
that's not gonna
seen,
melt.
from the pictures I've seen of them, but dude, even stainless steel fucking doesn't melt at less than fucking like 2,000 degrees. So
Right. So
yeah, that
anyway,
building a little campfire there's no way that was going away.
Well, they didn't even build a good campfire. They wouldn't have even been able to roast marshmallows with the little fire that they built.
I mean, I mean, a decent campfire might have burned all the blood off the knife and got rid of the damage to the DNA so bad they couldn't have told it, but the knives would have still been there.
All right. So, anyway, Brian Draper has owned his incarceration. Yeah, he actually seems to be rehabilitated or on the way to it. Now, he was sentenced to life. But Tory and his family they still swear that he's innocent and that it was all Brian. You know, if any of them gets paroled, if any of the two of them gets paroled, it's going to be Brian, because he does seem to be on the way to being rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like accepted responsibility and everything, and he's doing, it's like he's doing work and stuff like that. And I should have written this down, but I didn't. But he's doing a lot. I think that he's working with like some sort of a charity. Now I could be wrong about this, but I think he's doing work with like a charity and everything to try and to help like victims, families, and stuff. I probably am wrong, but anyway. But still, if any of them's, I don't necessarily think that Brian should be paroled. I mean, maybe when he's a lot older, maybe like in another 10 or 15 years, maybe. But it seemed like Tory was the main ringleader of their two little crime, their little crime wave.
Mm.
Well, attempted crime wave. But anyway, months before Cassie-Jo's murder, there was a young woman who was murdered like a block from Tory's house. Yeah, and there's a lot of speculation about the possibilities. Like, okay, did I say Brian? I meant Tory.
Yeah.
Okay, I meant Tory from Tory's house.
All right.
There's a lot of speculation that this woman might have actually been Tory's first victim. There's speculation because it was like right there, and like the reasoning that people come to that conclusion is because of the fact that like how he, like after they had killed Cassie-Jo, he was just like, we need to get her. He just went from like like the idiot that we read the transcriptions to, all right, we need to get our story. It's like the Saturday Night Live skit of Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I don't remember. Or like when the camera's on, I don't remember. And then the cameras go off and they go away and they shut the door. All right, we need to do this. And that's like literally what it's kind of seemed like.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people that actually think that Tory had actually already killed before, just because of the fact that he just kind of took control after, and he seemed to have all his facilities in order, like right after that, and he like basically smacked Brian Draper down after, when he's like, "Oh my God, I just go." It's like, shut the fuck up. We need to get our story straight.
Mm-hmm.
That murder is unsolved. I think he did it. Do you?
I have no idea, but yeah, it seems plausible.
She was stabbed to death.
And now it was from Tori, from Adam Chick's house? Or close to Tori?
It was like a block away from his house, maybe 2 blocks away from his house. And she was just like dumped in the woods there.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely plausible.
Yeah. So now we get into the whole thing is, this whole story sucks, but Cassie-Jo's cousin, the 13-year-old, she attempted suicide. She's like, I can't imagine, a 13-year-old walking in,
seeing somebody
that.
dead like that. Yeah, dude, that had to traumatize that poor child.
Yeah, it did. And then for years, the Contrerases couldn't sell the house. And they sold it recently, but they sold it for much less than what it was worth.
Because I wanted to go buy it after I heard that. It's like, dude, I'll buy the house. I don't care how much you want for it. And that's no joke. No, I really would have gone and bought the house because they couldn't sell it for a long fucking time, dude. I would have bought it.
Right, I know, and I get what you're saying. It's just like, I
wouldn't have lived in it. I would have bought it too. But I would have bought it.
I rented it out or something.
No, not even that, dude. I just bought it and let it sit there. Fuck it, dude. A fucking 16-year-old girl was killed in that house, dude. You know what kind of bad juju that is?
Oh yeah, it's basically, that is the whole freaking premise of the Amityville Horror.
Yeah.
And
I'd buy that house too.
So, but they sold it for a lot less than it was worth, that Sunday when they came home and found her, they never went into that house again.
Never again. Never entered the house again. The police helped them find shelter, or places to stay, or whatever. But yeah, they never went back to that house, and I can't blame them.
Nope, I can't either. But one thing I'm going to say is the house itself. It's like the way that it's talked about in this. It looks like this really nice, big house and all that stuff. But it's just a basic 2-story house.
Yeah,
with a basement. When I saw the pictures of it, I was just like, that's not what I was picturing.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking shit.
It's not a big house in the dark in the middle of nowhere. Dude, there's houses around.
No, it's not. There are houses around.
Maybe they were built later, but whatever, dude. It's not this house in the middle of nowhere like they were saying. I don't know, but dude, you know what though? The one kid, what was it? Tori was diagnosed with frontal lobe immaturity. And
was it Tori or was it Brian?
Which one's Amichick?
That's Tori.
Tori, yeah, it was Tori. I think.
Okay,
it was Amichick.
I just thought it was Brian.
It was Amichick because I think Brian was
Tori was the mastermind, behind all of this, and Tori's the one that may or may not have killed somebody else.
One of them was, I might have it mixed up, but one of them was diagnosed with frontal lobe immaturity or something, and then he had another psychological test that said that he was and I thought it was Tori, but maybe,
I don't know. I didn't see any of that in my research.
Yeah, well, I did.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just assuming that since yeah, it just seemed like Tori was the leader and Draper, Brian Draper was the follower. That's what it seemed like to me.
No, Draper was the leader. Adam Chick was the one that was diagnosed as being like the one with like mental immaturity or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense too. That makes sense too, and I'll tell you why. It makes sense because he's the one that's still like like him and his family and everything are still sitting there. It's just like, oh, he's innocent. It was all Brian.
Yeah, he's innocent
blah,
because
blah, blah. Okay,
he is,
okay, that makes sense.
He has mental issues. He is mentally.
Right. Well, they both had mental issues.
But you know what I mean, though, dude. I mean, I did. The thing I
Right.
saw on YouTube from whatever it was, I can't remember now. But they said that, yeah, dude, he was like tested and he had frontal lobe immaturity, they said, which means, I don't know what frontal lobe is. That's what controls your main actions.
Well, the thing is, your frontal lobe's not fully developed until you're like 25.
But they also said that he was like underdeveloped in other areas psychologically or whatever. In the thing that I saw, so he was whatever. He wasn't mentally there, and Draper was the fucking leader, dude. No matter what. Yeah,
Okay.
because Draper's the one.
I mean,
Draper's the one that took him out. Draper was the one that was spinning the yarn. Draper's the one that they talked to the most.
Yeah, but it was Adam Chick that was the one. He wanted to do like a Columbine style, like Blazing Glory.
Yeah, because he was fucking.
But it was Draper that wanted to be. It was Draper that wanted to do like the Scream type.
Yeah.
So they ultimately wound up doing the Scream. Type
So Draper was the
thing,
mastermind of it all, and he just found this poor fucking half. Never mind,
have
kid.
you seen?
To fucking help
Have
him
you
out.
seen Scream 4?
I don't think so. Dude, and
I know.
Is it on Paramount or something? There's like a new Scream or something.
I don't know. No, Scream 4, the movie Scream 4. I mean, no, it's not this new thing. Scream 4 came out years ago.
No,
but
I stopped watching
the reason
after
I'm asking,
2, I think.
Yeah, me too. But the reason I'm asking is because it's like, okay, this is supposed to be, the Scream murders and stuff like that. But the thing is I was listening to another podcast, and credit where credit was due, is Morbid. And they were saying that they were saying that this whole scenario was more like Scream 4 than it was the original Scream. So it's just like that kind of makes me almost want to watch the movie just to see. You know?
Well, dude,
I might.
But see, that's the thing, though. They were trying to do all the premises of those movies, of all of them. Like making noises to get somebody to go, I'll be right back. You don't, what do you never say in a horror film? I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
And you go check out the scary noise.
Or
let's
split up.
Let's split up. That's what they were trying to do, dude. I mean, it's so obvious that I don't know, maybe Scream 4 was just a stupid fucking reiteration of all that. But, dude, Scream 1 and Scream 2 had all those fucking things in it. Don't ever say, I'll be right back. And then the one kid gets up and goes, I'll be right back.
Scream 1 was based on, was original. I'm not going to say it was based on it, but it was inspired by Danny Rolling, the Gainesville Ripper.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't get it.
What's your favorite
because I noticed
scary movie?
None of that shit happened. So it's like.
But it's kind of funny, though, that in the police interviews, they asked fucking Brian, what's your favorite movie? You know what I mean?
Did they? I didn't see that.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie? And he's like, I don't know. Favorite movie? Like what genre?
Oh, I know.
Dude, and he busted out.
I know
He
he
said,
loves
what
Scream.
genre? And like the cops were like, what? What do you mean? What'd you say? Like, I mean, what kind of movie? Like, what's your favorite horror movie? Or what's your favorite movie of all time? And he's like, oh, my favorite movie of all time has
Draper
got
was
to
a-
be like Halloween.
Well, really? I totally missed all that.
Yeah, dude. Here, I'll send you the YouTube link if you want to watch the video that I saw that actually had the actual interview videos in it.
Oh, okay. Well, we could, if we transcripted that, I mean, this would be a 6-hour-long episode.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. But I'm just saying, though, I saw that, dude. The cops, the interrogators actually asked him basically, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Oh, that's funny.
You know what I mean?
It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's just like.
Well, considering that these douche canoes are called, they consider them the scream killers. The fact that the cops asked him, I mean, they didn't say it outright like that, but basically asked him what his favorite scary movie was. I was just like, dude,
right.
The irony was not lost on me there. Not one fucking bit of it.
Well, I didn't watch the interviews, so. But
you should. It's interesting, dude. I'll send you the link to that video.
Okay.
I know we're about done with this episode, and we're fucking over 2 hours now, and we digressed a lot.
Yeah, it'll wind up being about an hour and a half.
Yeah, but yeah, no, dude, I'll send you the link to that video, dude, just so you can watch the interviews and just go, oh. Okay. But yeah, dude. Brian Draper was the mastermind behind this, and fucking Adam Chick was just some poor little, poor little mentally disabled kid that fucking had dreams of being a superstar and followed along with him. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay,
that's how it is.
But he was obsessed with Columbine.
Yes, he was, and he's not innocent in this in any sense of in any sense of the word. He is not innocent in this. He fucking killed this girl along with the other guy.
Right.
Maybe the other guy pulled him into the plot. Maybe they were just friends and they talked about shit and decided on it together. I don't know, but both of them did this. Both of them deserve what they got.
Right.
And I hope they both fucking rot in jail for the rest of their fucking lives.
But if any of them is going to be paroled, then it would be Brian.
I hope not.
No, I hope not too. But
both of those motherfuckers need to stay in jail for the rest of their fucking lives.
Yeah, he has the possibility of parole, and anyway. Let's wrap this up.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna say something right now. It's just like our episodes, the listens that our episodes have gotten, kind of surprised me. It's like, the first episode that we did, Death of Michael Malloy. That is by far our most listened to episode, and. And I totally get it, because that story, I mean, that's like, even though I've already done my episode on it, it's just like any other podcast I find that has done a story on Michael Malloy, I'm going to listen to it, because that story is just freaking insane.
It is. It is totally crazy.
So, but our second most listened to episode is about Florida spree killer William Cruz. It's episode 3. And we did not see that coming.
Not at all.
I mean, it started off kind of slow and everything, but all of a sudden it's like boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's not close to Death of Michael Malloy, but it's our second most listened to episode.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. So, on that note, the next episode that we do is going to be another really, like not so well known killer from Florida.
Another hometown.
Mm-hmm. So we're just going to leave that there. And once again, we're not telling because we don't want somebody to beat us to the punch. Although there are podcasts on this person, there's just not very many. So, so we're gonna, it's just like our next episode that we have is about a unknown, and it's a female serial killer. That's our first female.
Yeah. Usually females aren't serial killers. They're just like poisoners. They poison their mate.
No, this bitch isn't a poisoner. But anyway, let's get the hell out of here. Follow us on social media. Our links are going to be in the episode notes and everything. And my original music is on Spotify. It's on iHeart. It's on Amazon. It's on all platforms. Just look for Bill Selby and it's there. And tell them about your band, Todd.
And I have a band called Retroactive Days. We're on Facebook. It's Retroactive Days, DAZE. Look us up. We play like 80s music of all kinds of 80s music, not just like hair metal or nothing. It's all kinds of 80s music. It's fun stuff. If you're ever in the Brevard County area, look us up. See if we're playing somewhere near you and come out and see us. If you come up and say hi to me, I'll probably buy you a beer. Well, I'll buy you a beer. Just come up and say, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I'm like, get this dude a beer. Or get this person a beer. Let me say that. Get this person a beer because...
What if it's like a whole group of people and they all say that they listen to the episode? Yeah, that they all say that they listen to the podcast.
I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick the hottest one and call the rest of them liars.
No, you'll have to interview each one of them. All right, what's your favorite episode? You don't have to do it. Alone.
No, I'm not able to do that. I'm going to pick the hottest one out of the group and call the rest of them liars. I'm just kidding.
You take the one that,
I won't.
You take the one that came up to you.
The first one that comes up to me gets a beer.
All right.
You know what, dude?
Yeah.
As long as you don't approach me in a large group and say, "Hey, we love your podcast. Buy us all a beer." Like, dude, one at a time, sure. In a large group, that's gonna be like tough. But I'm like fairly agoraphobic, so
If it was me, I would be like, if like a group, but if a big group of people, like 10 people or something like that, came up and they're like, "We all love your podcast,"
I would like interview.
Out. No, I would interview each one of them individually.
I would freak the fuck out, dude. Seriously, I would freak the fuck out because if I got swarmed by like 10 people like that, I would lose my fucking mind.
I'd be like, I'd be like the cop that interviewed Brian Draper.
See, I wouldn't be like that, dude, because I'd have been drinking already too, and I would lose.
Which podcast would you listen to? Well, see, I like to fuck with people. So
yeah, but see, dude, I'm like claustrophobic, agoraphobic, all that phobic shit, dude. Dude, and if a bunch of people fucking crowded around me all at once, I would lose my shit and forget how to be cool. Just saying.
Now I'd be like, "Which podcast do you listen to?"
All right, get out.
The one. All right, you're not getting a beer. You. Which podcast do you listen to? The Crimes, Killers, Cults, and that one. All right, you're out.
You're out. You didn't finish this. You didn't finish this story.
Right. You didn't finish the name. Okay, next you. Oh, I like Crime, Killers, Cults, and beer. All right, you're getting a beer. You.
No one else after him, though, because he got the answer right first.
Right.
Because now everybody else left is just going to copy him.
Right. Now, if a big group comes at you,
don't bum rush me, dude. Seriously, don't bum rush me.
No, but you gotta filter it out because people are going to try to get over
one at a time, please. That's all I ask.
Beer.
One at a time. Don't bum rush me in a big group. Anywho.
So anyway, let's get the hell out of here. We will see you in our next episode, and we're not telling you who we're covering.
It's a secret, and you keep it. Take this one to the grave.
Secret, I got a secret.
Domo. 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 Oh, God. Let's stop this shit right now, please, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Until the next episode, thank you for listening. We love you. We love the fact that you're listening to this.
Yes.
And we see it, too, on the stats on this. We know people are digging this podcast, and we're freaking tickled pink. We love it.
Yes. Thank you so much, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. But until next time, later.
Cheers.